2020 Big Ten Freshman of the Year. The Big Ten champion out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Aaron Brooks ranked number 2 in the country. And Kyle Cochran for Maryland.
Yeah, Aaron Brooks, there's no lack of confidence, and there's good reason for it. You've talked about it. I mean, not that, and you've said it often, Shane, it's winning one Big Ten championship is not easy, but he's won one as a true freshman, and because this is a free year, he's the first one in line that, you know, has the opportunity to do something that no one else has.
Exactly.
Because he will have 5 tournaments if he stays injury free and the whole bit. And so you just gotta, we're not saying that it will happen, but certainly he's the one in line to have the opportunity for it.
I am just so impressed with him on his feet. He can hurt you from so many different angles, so many different things he has in his arsenal. This season, 28 takedowns. He is yet to give one up. He's 5-0. And he wrestles like a 33-pounder to me.
Yeah, and I love the way that he sprawled there and turned that into the runaround for the takedown there, because he just slapped Cochran down to the mat there on that shot. Brooks moves so well, keeps his feet going, controls the ties.
NWCA first team in 2020 beat Cam Caffey, Michigan State 3-2 to win that Big Ten crown at 184. Caffey, of course, now up at 197. Going up against his home states on this Monday here on Rec Hall. To a single leg goes Brooks, looking for a second takedown, reaching across. Now goes to the hip.
Now he's got that far ankle there. He does a great job of keeping great position and pressure through the finish. Aaron Brooks does in every part of his game there. He keeps the pressure on, finishes well.
With those 4 Maryland state championships, prep record of 163-2, junior world silver medalist in 2018, cadet world champion in 2017, multiple-time Fargo champion. Some kind of talent, Aaron Brooks. Mentioned he was the Big Ten Freshman of the Year under Cale Sanderson, joining David Taylor and Jason Nolf in receiving that prestigious honor. 4-2 inside of the minutes.
Yeah, look at Aaron Brooks staying inside, controlling the position.
Tap and go.
Yep, and keeping the pressure on, moving forward, taking territory, in on the single leg, the head right into the chest. Got the elbow deep and had that locked right so that he couldn't break it. Drives through, gets the 2 points.
Inside of 25 seconds, his 3rd takedown.
No, we're out.
That was a really cool feature, the on the mat. The one featuring Aaron Brooks and Roman Bravo Young with their adjustments to the pandemic. And again, I spoke about it earlier in the broadcast. To me, the biggest takeaway from that segment was Aaron Brooks saying, "We believe we're the favorites." And you could just hear the confidence in his voice. No question they believe it. Brooks looking for the ride out here to close the first. On the strength of 3 takedowns, up 6-2. Here's the latest.
Yeah, Brooks is so good, and he set that up with the collar tie. Now he's got the leg up in the air and drives through, knows where he's at, keeps that leg in, gets the 2 points. He really controls the tie so well, doing the collar tie, looking for ankle picks. Always moving, always moving.
Only loss of his career was to Taylor Vins of Nebraska. He avenged that by pinning Vins. And that's the guy, TJ, you saw him. Taylor Vins from Nebraska appears to be back on track.
Whoa, he is mentally tough yesterday against Illinois' Ronigal, and he looked like Taylor Vins is back. Kept the pressure on the entire time.
That was a good scrap with Nebraska and Illinois yesterday afternoon in Champaign.
Yeah, they came to, both teams came to scrap, and Nebraska won some really close matches. And, you know, you talking about it a lot, Cronin over Cardani. He won that with 2 seconds. I mean, he got a takedown at the end of the second period with a half-second left, and then he got out with Cardani at 59 seconds riding time. That's why he won.
Exactly.
Every second counts.
It does.
It's just incredible. There's the drive-through, takedown. Again, the movement.
Just keeps his lower half so active. Chasing it down with his feet. I don't recall, TJ, if it was a takedown or a mat return when Vance took Bronigal feet to back. It was impressive.
Yeah, it's just that we haven't seen that Vance for a season and a half, and so it's really neat to see him in the way that we saw him as an All-American as a freshman, and I'm sure that Mark Manning is very excited about the way he's wrestling right now at 184. Nebraska's got a very nice team that is going to contend at the Big Ten tournament, but especially for a trophy at the NCAA.
Good defense by Cochran off that attack there for Brooks, but Cochran hit for stalling his second one, a point for Brooks. Here's a shot from Cochran, but right into those hips. Track wrestling rankings at 184. You mentioned Vance. He is the most dangerous 17th ranked wrestler in the country at any weight. I can promise you that.
Yeah, he didn't look like a number 17 yesterday.
Big Ten with 3 of the top 10. Brooks ranked second. Weiler of Wisconsin 7th. And Owen Webster of Minnesota ranked 10th. You see Cochran with a shot, but extended, and Brooks made him pay.
Yeah, and Brooks really did a great job there of getting that takedown inside 10 seconds, and it was those hips, that sprawl, and then he lifted his ankles up and just spun around on his hips to get the 2.
Can you imagine, TJ, inside that Penn State room with Brooks, then you look at some of the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club guys in Taylor, Nickel. Man, I wish I had a bird's eye view to watch some of those guys get after it.
Yeah, and they do get after it, and they're free, and no one's in there saying, "Hey, I don't want to get taken down." They want to score every time, but they're not afraid to be creative. And if you try to be creative, you become creative.
Vincenzo Joseph in that mix. As I mentioned, Mark Hall wrestling with Coach Slay now at the Pennsylvania Regional Training Center. That's where Jordan Burroughs will be heading after the upcoming Olympic Games. Move back out east.
Great spin around there by Brooks. He does a lot of neat things with his hips.
He is so loose on his feet. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Muhammad Ali. That's what I think about when I watch Brooks wrestle.
Yeah, it's good reason. He does a really nice job of moving his feet. Approaches both sides of the body. He'll start one way and end up on the other side. There's things you can't teach. Things that just it's the way you are. And here's the underhook here, working to set something else up.
Yeah, when you watch Brooks, I think it's safe to say TJ has another stall call on Cochran and another point for Brooks that God gave him about 5 or 6 doses of talent. He got a lot of it.
Oh, nice job there. And that came from being able to lower your level and penetrate at the same time. So he didn't just drop, he dropped and drove. Cut across, hit at the hips, got the takedown, right out to the end.
With the riding time point, 17-5, major decision for Aaron Brooks. Improves to 6-0, stays undefeated, and this is sophomore season for Penn State.